So Arsenal won against Fulham, but there were some things that were a little bit concerning for me, and we'll straight go into it. I'll not talk about how it is a crucial when we are top of the league. Obviously, we are top of the league. We are supposed to beat teams like Fulham. Fulham have not been that good this season. They've conceded 3 goals twice before playing us, and they were better defensively. Marco Silva was very passionate in the game, and he would have pumped their boys up, and they are good at home. At least they are good at home. You can say that they are weaker away from home, but at home you can expect better performances from them. And they have such built up guys, like they have Iwobi, and with their long hair they have like powerhouses. They have Bassi, they have Traore, all these muscular guys. So they have something about them. They are always a threat to any team, and they have enough in their armory. They have Smith Rowe also, who comes in on, doesn't start nowadays but comes on. And what things, let this is about Fulham and what their strength is. They might upset a few big teams this season at their home, and this might end up being a crucial win for Arsenal, because we take it for like we are taking it for granted right now how good our defense is. Like, we have not faced a shot on target in our last 2 games. I don't think we are going to face too many shots on target in our next 3 games, because we play Crystal Palace, who scored 3, but I don't expect too much from them. Actually, Crystal Palace are good. They can threaten us and score a goal against us, even though they are playing at home. But Burnley and Sunderland, I don't expect much from them. So yeah, 3 clean sheets in coming from for Arsenal, hopefully. But we have conceded one open play goal in this Premier League season, and that has been from Erling Haaland. That tells you how good Erling Haaland is. His 10 goals are on one side. His one goal against Arsenal, the only player to score from, and Soboslai, who scored a brilliant free kick against us. So that is what it takes. An out of the world free kick, or a like Erling Haaland in the sensational form he is, to go past our defense. Julian Timber, I don't think Julian Timber had his best game. Like, the tackles he was going in, he was trying his best. He was winning them, and then he was losing them again. And I will admit, the first half I was busy doing something else, so I was not fully watching. Although, like, high moments I was sneaking in, like Calafiori goal. You know how good Calafiori is, and basically our formation is sort of like this. This is Calafiori. He occupies those central areas, and Declan Rice is a bit of a left winger when we are attacking, and Declan Rice can obviously go down, like go to the opposition box, and he plays sort of a box to box defensive midfielder or attacking midfielder, everything he tries to do. And when we play Trossard, we usually try to get him in central areas, so that he can combine with Saka and everyone, and we are more focused on technical passing ability. And these two, Eze and Eze can be a bit forward. Eze and Trossard are supposed to be the creative front, and Saka is obviously your maverick player who will create magic moments. And Saka, magnificent. I had doubts over him, that what will he do, etc., etc. By the way, that penalty is absolutely disgusting. That rule is disgusting, even though everyone else agrees with that rule, that okay, he got contact with the ball. But are you fucking kidding? Like, what is that rule? He tackled him fully in the penalty box, that everyone can see that it is a foul. And then after that, the same player, Kevin or whatever his name was, he was in a situation where everyone else, Zoe Mendy, touched the ball, and nobody even touched him. Everyone touched the ball, and the referee gave a free kick because he fell down. He didn't fall down with when he got into contact with anyone. None of the players touched him. They only touched the ball, and the referee gave a free kick away. So I don't think. I think if you are only following the rules, going by the rule book, then might as well referee a game with a program. Like, you can literally code a program that referees a game if you have to just follow rule book and not use your head. I think common sense is lacking in a lot of sports. A lot of sports, common sense lacks, and if you are a referee, you would earn more respect if you can use your common sense along with the rule book. And if you are reliant on the rule book, then you are basically a coward, I will say. Moving forward, okay. So what I don't like is that Declan Rice occupies when Declan Rice is in these central areas, and then our left winger eventually has to go in these areas when we advance. So when we advance and Declan Rice is in these areas and he's surrounded by one, two, three players, he just loses the ball because he's not technically so aware and his creative brain is not that developed in terms of football. I am saying he might be a very creative person in his personal life. I don't know and I don't care about people's personal lives because I have a life of my own. Bukayo Saka magnificent, doing everything, cutting in, going there, crossing, shooting, passing, magnificent, best left winger in the league, bar none. And he was at that level last season also. But Salah was very efficient. But if you ask me overall, in terms of play, Bukayo Saka is the best left winger in the Premier League, no doubts. And only Lamine Yamal is better than him in the world right now. Maybe someone only say Olise, and I don't know, you tell me more, but I don't think too many players are better than him. And he's someone who will definitely reach top 10 in Ballon d'Or levels. And if Arsenal wins stuff, so he can also be in there on the podium in the top three. He has that potential. And another player who has that potential is Martin Odegaard. And you would laugh at that and you would say, oh, what are you talking about? But you don't realize how good he is. Martin Odegaard plays the Zubimendi role. You see, Zubimendi is supposed to uh, play the role of progressor, dictate the play, and find Eze, and then Eze can find someone. But the problem is, even if Zubimendi finds Eze cannot find someone here because Declan Rice is here, and Bukayo Saka is very. Bukayo Saka wants to make a run, but Fulham players are surrounding him. So Eze does not have one more player to combine with who can have the passing ability and touch and go one to passing sort of a thing relation with anyone here. So there is a disconnect, and Eze feels a little bit isolated, and he's not been having that many good games. But Martin Odegaard is responsible for dictating the whole pitch. He comes here, collects the ball that Zubimendi role, tries to dictate the play, gives Declan Rice in the position where he can find these kind of passes that he can find beautifully. One time Declan Rice was under pressure in these areas and then he ran towards there and he made a beautiful pass there. So that sense wise, when he's playing in more of a defensive midfielder role, he's brilliant. Like he can distribute here, he can distribute here, like in those from this region. These balls are very good because the if the position so defense is a bit forward. This is the defensive line. These forward can get you into one-on-one situation with their fullbacks. I sort of butchered that whole thing, but I hope you got it. And yeah, this is very messy, but again, Martin Odegaard comes here, receives the ball, goes there, and combines with any creative central player that is here, gives the ball, gets the ball back, and then combines with Bukayo Saka and Julian Timber who is running there. So that he dictates this region of the pitch. Only the goalkeeping position he doesn't dictate in the striking position. So he is magnificent. He dictates the whole play. He orchestrates the whole Arsenal squad, not squad lineup that is playing in the game. So obviously he is going to be a big miss, and against Atletico Madrid, he's obviously going to be a big miss. By the way, Arteta versus Simeone. Wow, I'll have fun reviewing that game, and I'll have my analytic cap on. This is very baseline analytics that okay, Aberraches is not able to control those games the same way Odegaard does because Aberraches is a more of a final action guy, as in that he would love to be in a position where he can shoot from, or he can give that final through ball, final pass. He is more of a he's more of a result oriented player, sort of. Like he won't be giving you the pre-assist, he will give you the assist or the goal. So yeah, this is an interesting thing I know about. So I still feel maybe if Odegaard, when he's fit, Eberechi would belong to the left wing only. This whole thing about um, these Eberechi and Odegaard as two attacking midfielders, Maybe it can also work if Benitez finds a player to combine with and he feels more at home and he can combine with Trossard, Odegaard, and Saka also, and Gyökeres obviously. So that kind of thing can happen obviously, but right now I feel like if we are to be very defensively solid as we are right now and play a good team, we can play Benitez as the left winger and Martin Odegaard as our number 10 who dictates the play, and we'll be fine. But yeah, I think we are missing Martin Odegaard, and that is my only concern. Beyond that, I think the defense we have, it's brilliant, and we have now won two of the games that we lost last season, which is also a very big positive. And we have also drawn a game that we won last season, so we are basically what we lost to West Ham and we drew to Fulham. So basically, we dropped 5 points. So we gained 5 points there, and we dropped 2 points as compared to last season. So we are +3. No, we are +2 because we lost to Liverpool also, which we drew last season. So we are +2 on last season, which is also not good enough because we ended up with 74 points only. So more opportunities. We lost a lot. We drew a lot of games last season, so we'll have more opportunities, and this is a good sign that our defense is magnificent. Like we are not even conceding shots on target. Like it is insane. So that is a big positive. And games like Crystal Palace at home, Crystal Palace have the creativity and the defensive solidity, and they won't budge against set pieces. So I don't even talk about set pieces because obviously, yeah, we scored on the set piece, and yeah, people will be very critical of the fact that we are good at something. So be critical all you want. I don't care. And yeah, I feel like Crystal Palace could be a big test, and then if we win against Crystal Palace, then obviously we'll ease past Sunderland and Burnley, and then we'll go into the tough fixture after the next international break. But right now, I think if we accumulate points, even if we draw against Crystal Palace, it won't be the end of the world because we'll still be in the picture. I feel like Liverpool are looking vulnerable, and Manchester United can do something, but Manchester City are gearing up. But I don't think Manchester City are a team that will survive in the long run. So that also I don't really. Nobody is threatening me. I think Arsenal are looking like the best team in the Premier League, and I am very positive that we are going to win the Premier League. But I really want Martin Odegaard back, and I am hoping that we somehow go past this phase with points and show a little bit of flair, score a little bit of more goals. Gyökeres obviously, I don't, he did not score, but I felt like he bullied defenders. He tried to, like the shot he skied, which will be like people will make fail comps on it. But I really like that he used his physicality to go past that player and he created a shot. Like shooting opportunity for himself all by his own. And again, when Bukayo Saka, the moment anyone receives the ball here, they know that this ball, Gyökeres will make this run and he can hold a player and get a shot from there. And the shots he takes are very powerful. So even a player who is running from here, consider he's shooting from him, like the average as a goal. He not average as a goal, Declan Rice goal against West Ham. He shot there, it rebounded here, and then Declan Rice shot here. Similar way, Gyökeres shot here, it rebounded, and Martinelli could have scored, but he missed. So those sort of opportunities. Now that we have final ball, like final action masters, sort of, not masters, but whatever. I don't know what to term them as, but now that we have players who are good at those final actions, we can create those sort of opportunities, and we don't need to overthink it, overplay it, go all around the pitch. We can do simple ball here, simple ball there, and then we can get a shot off and we can score a rebound or something. So we have players who can be more direct, so we don't need to dictate games when we don't have Martin Odegaard. But when Martin Odegaard comes, we'll have the defensive solidity, we'll have the uh, flair to go like you saw against which team we play, Olympiacos. We were playing like the 2022-2023 season Arsenal, and we were creating those combination plays also. So it was very positive to look at that, and those sort of things we can do when Martin Odegaard comes back. But why am I losing my voice? Comes back, but Right now I feel like we can go more direct. We can create we can just make these sort of passes, not crosses, but more direct. Go to the switch to left wing, David Raya to Bukayo Saka, and the way he tests the ball, he shows his strength on that like touch line, whatever you call it. What is that outside line? It is not outside line. It should be. I don't know why it is named the touch line, but it is what it is. So yeah, the way he controls the ball here, like David, I will just bomb the ball here. He'll control it. He'll bring to central spaces, and he'll have the opportunity to find a player, and he will find that player. Bukayo Saka, obviously, he has been amazing this season as well. Now that he's warming up a little bit, and even that last minute pass where he made a pass here, he did us bring drag the ball inside and passed here. Those things Bukayo Saka is doing brilliantly. So I genuinely like, initially when Unai Emery gave Bukayo Saka his debut, I was very frustrated because he used to drop Ozil and he used to play this weird kind of stuff. But one thing, if Unai Emery has done good for Arsenal, is to give Bukayo Saka his debut, and yeah, what a magnificent player! Uh, and as long as he is there, and we have Martin Odegaard coming back, I think we are going to win this league. I'm very positive about it, and every sign tells me that we should win this league. Just keep our heads down, keep going, keep going, keep going. And in January, February, I think if we just continue this form, I think we should be in a comfortable position with a big lead, and then we won't even need to bother about these things. So I think that we have an opportunity to do that, and if we have a big points lead, that would be very advantageous to us because we can then focus on Champions League as well. So I think this season, if we have to go all in, Arsenal have been trying to win the Champions League, win the Premier League, win the not really win the FA Cup, maybe the Carabao Cup. We went to the semi-finals. We have been trying our best to win all these cups, but we have not been there. I think we have a season where we will be rewarded for all our efforts, and we might end up clinching two trophies at least this season if we keep going like this. So very positive about Arsenal, and I'll talk to you about the Atletico Madrid versus Arsenal game in more depth with the preview, with the expected lineups, etc., etc., and what how excited I am to see how Simeone versus Arteta go. By the way, Atletico Madrid are scoring a lot of goals, so it is not like and even Arteta's team has a goal difference of 11, which is probably the best in the league, unless Manchester City are better. But that is that. So it is not like it going to be a bore fest and defensive display. It is going to be a very exciting games and two very passionate coaches. I won't be surprised if they end up fighting with each other. So I'll preview that game. I have started previewing also, but yeah, I'll preview that game, and yeah, let's hope we keep winning all our games.